child.
Borrowing.
Oh my. Do you work?
I do. I took
Do
off.
you?
I took off.
How much have you spent on vacation this year? Do you even know?
Oh, if I had added up, I'd probably say north of 15,000.
Fuck you, that's not gonna happen. Look at your finances now. You're in your mid-30s. You're acting like a 12-year-old. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. You're a baby. Shut up. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
where is she?
She's somewhere in Texas. I don't know the name of the town.
You're in Texas right now,
I
and you
guess
don't
I'm in
know where
Texas.
she is.
She's
You
about.
could be literally close to her.
She's about 4 hours past Dallas.
In what direction? There's a
West.
4.
I looked at it on a map one time, but I don't know the name of it. Some military base.
How much you guys want to bet it's Colleen?
Could be.
Real close to us.
I'm not sure. She said
And you're
she's
not
got-
gonna visit while here.
No, I'm going back tonight. I didn't want to spend money on a hotel room, so.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah, now we're gonna not spend money. Oh wow, you literally asked Colton to postpone coming today because you saw we were moving to New York, so you just wanted
Yes.
to go film in New York with them.
Oh yeah, I'm
What is
hoping.
your obsession with New York? Like, I'm excited to go there too, but this is insane.
Have you ever been to Mississippi and then go somewhere like New York? You'd understand.
Oh, why would I ever go into Mississippi?
Well, that's fair. I understand.
So maybe don't be in Mississippi. You have that freedom. We got
So-
50 states to choose from.
Well, it's so cheap to live there, and I get paid the
Yeah,
same.
but usually cost of
regardless.
living follows.
No, not for us.
Okay,
So
get
if
a
I
better
moved to New
job.
York, yeah, I need one.
Well, maybe
I
not
would-
in
I would
Bucks
like
So
a-
Lucky. Or what?
Yeah, I get a raise every 46 weeks, so I try to look in the future with that. Say, oh, the pay will be good one day.
Yeah, I mean, no, people can have good careers at the postal services, and there's good benefits and whatnot. But I mean, you're literally stealing from your child, so I don't think that's what I'm caring about. You stole $10,000 that you didn't even contribute to your kids, so that you can go on vacation.
Yeah, we were actually talking about when she gets a break in a few weeks, maybe next month. We were actually talking about using the money we get from here and going
The
to New York
reimbursement
again.
that
The
covers your
reimbursement. That's
travel.
the word I was looking for.
That covers your travel to get here.
Yes, that's why I went so cheap today, so that we could use it to go back to New York.
You're going a 5th time this year.
Yes, I would
What
like
have
to
you
get a
pulled his
Christmas.
savings down to?
My savings, I put $1,000 in there, and that's
No, his savings.
his
The kid's
savings. It says 0.
Can you believe that? Can you absolutely believe that? This guy is so obsessed with going to New York that he comes onto the show, Financial Audit. They reimburse them a certain percentage or a certain amount for travel. And this guy says, hey, we have plans to take that amount and not put it in savings for his child, right? No, not at all. He decides that he's going to plan to take that amount that they're going to be reimbursing him for coming on this show and do what with it? Go back to New York. Spend it on himself. He's totally ignoring the importance of saving and investing in his child's future. That is not something that any father should ever do. You got to put your children before you. When you have kids, they now come first. They have to be prioritized. The only thing you prioritize above them is you being able to provide for yourself and them and your family. That's the only thing that should come before your children. But man, this is wild. Let's see where it goes from here.
So the reimbursement that is a flat rate, because, some people, we just don't want people to abuse it. It's meant for people like you that are traveling in to cover the full costs.
Yes. Figured
And
I'd
you're
take
just
a
going to go to
chance.
New York with it, which, by the way, you're probably going to spend more money anyway.
Yeah, but who else gets
What do
the
you
chance
spend
for
at-
a severely discounted New York trip?
Discount, I mean, you're still spending money that you do not have. Well, you have not contributed back to your kid's savings account.
This is a perfect example of something that happens to a lot of people. They will be put in a position to save some money, right? Like in this case, coming on the show, they get reimbursed a certain amount for their travel expenses. So essentially, any amount that they spent to travel to Caleb's show, the Financial Audit Podcast, they get that money back after the fact. Instead of being a responsible person and just saying, okay, cool, like that's a blessing. I'm able to put that money back either into your savings, back into even your checking, or you can take that money and put it towards an investment, whatever your financial position may be. But 9 times out of 10, if they're coming on this show, they need to put that money towards paying off some debt, or they need to go ahead and put that money towards something that they're saving for. But this is the point that I really wanted to make, which is a lot of times people will be in a position to save some money. And instead of taking advantage of that, they use it as an excuse to splurge on themselves, which often equates to them spending more money than what they actually would have saved. And that's the point that Caleb is pointing out here is like, okay, cool. Like you're getting the money back for what we're giving you for traveling here. And instead of you recognizing that that is not like a green light to go back to New York, because when you go to New York, you are using the money we gave you to just travel there. You still are going to have to pay for your housing while you're there. You're going to pay for food. You're racking up more expenses when you're already in a bad financial position. And that's something many people tend to do is, they get a quote unquote lucky break, or they get an opportunity to save some money. And unfortunately, they use that not to take a step up, but they actually dig themselves a bigger hole because they use it as a license or a green light to go and spend more money. We want to make sure that we're avoiding doing things like that at all cost.
Let's do a little bit of math. Do you know what the kid? This is so stupid. Why would you do this? That's so selfish. I would never.
It is.
Dude, this is one of the more, can I be honest, one of the more disgusting things I think I've seen. If this was just in the overall market, and the market these days, I mean, we're more compounding in the last few decades, like almost 13%, but I'll do 10%. Let's talk S&P 500, since it's started, since it's, until today. Don't even put anything else in it. The kid going up to 18 where he could use it as a college fund or pull it, pay a little bit of taxes and start a business or down payment on a house or, start his life in a really strong way. So that's going to be in 14 years, $10,000, 10%. That would have been $40,000. There you go. Boom. That's the cost of college right there. That's the cost of real good college.
Yeah. I actually
Come on, $40,000. That's what I borrowed for college.
Yeah, I had a Roth
I went for
IRA
like 6 years.
to grow in the market, but I cashed it out to pay for debt from going to New York.
Of course he did.
What? How does everything stem from going to New York with you?
I like to travel. I like to travel. Like my
you
thing
like
is
to travel
experiences.
to New York.
Yes, that's my favorite place to go right now.
Yeah, I mean it's the biggest city in the country. I get it. I'm sure it's fun.
It's such a lifestyle shift.
It's a lifestyle shift, and for some reason we don't build other places like that in the United States. I really don't understand. But
I wish.
No, Chicago.
We'll never have that in Mississippi. Every time I come back, it's just
anything.
like.
I no offense to Mississippi, but
No.
It's like that's not the place to. Like, if I'm not mistaken, Alabama's not great, but don't they usually lead analytically compared to Mississippi?
I'd rather
Isn't
be in
Mississippi just like the down?
I'd pick Mississippi over Alabama.
I'm sure you would, patriot of Mississippi, but I don't get it. I don't get it. What the fuck is a Boxaluki? Where are you from?
Biloxi.
Oh, I found it. Okay.
It's right there on the
It's on the
beach.
coast.
Yes.
There's a lighthouse.
There's a lighthouse.
Wonderful. It has a lighthouse.
Yeah.
It just looks like a normal little small town, right?
Yeah.
Very good. Yep, there's a casino. Wonderful.
All those, there's like 6 or 7 of them. All those little towns right there kind of make up one big city.
Because I'd be traveling too, but you could be road tripping to Florida and stuff. You can road tripping to New Orleans.
Usually when we go to New Orleans a lot. We're actually going tomorrow for a family day. My mom, me.
It's not a day. Do you work?
Right.
I do. I took off.
How much have you spent on vacation this year? Do you even know?
Oh, if I had to add it up, I'd probably say north of 15,000. Usually all debt.
Did y'all just hear what he said? This guy said he's racked up $15,000 that year traveling alone. Mind you, this is a person that is not saving any money for their child's future, but they can rack up $15,000. I would go out on a limb. It hasn't been revealed yet, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be $15,000 of debt. I'm sure he's not pulling from a source of money that is not going to put him in a tough financial position. More than likely, it's coming off of the credit cards. And let's just be real. Somebody that is this financially irresponsible is more than likely probably not even paying those credit cards on time. And I get it, man. There are some people that love to travel. But if you love to travel, you cannot put yourself in debt traveling. You need to either figure out how to travel on a budget within your actual budget, not just saying you budget traveling, right? Because you're spending less money than you usually would, meaning actually traveling, and it is within your budget, meaning that you can afford to travel to wherever you're traveling to. So that is vitally important when it comes to just being financially responsible, man. Some things you are going to have to sacrifice. If you like traveling and you're not in a position where you can actually afford to do so without putting yourself in a financial hole or putting yourself deeper into debt, then it's a no-go for that season of your life. If you lock in and focus on building yourself back up, digging yourself out of that financial hole of debt, then you will be able in later years in your life, not necessarily once you're super older. Like, yo, if you lock in, there's people that have been able to eliminate their debt in 5 years, 10 years. Like, if you lock in and put in the work, it's possible. And it's just sad to see that this gentleman falls into a trap that so many people do. They prioritize pleasure in the present over a future that, you know, they're really setting themselves up to suffer.
No, not all debt. You took $10,000 out for your.
Yeah, well, that was for a different vacation. That was for the 2-week vacation.
Bruh, all this money on
I'm
vacation
just trying
is
to make
crazy.
memories.
That's wonderful.
I treasure
Very
his
good.
younger years.
Yes, I would too. Oh, you're gonna treasure every year. You're gonna want to
Yeah.
make more memories when he's older too, and he can do more. The thing is, I mean, what the is the kid doing in New York anyway?
I push him around in a stroller. He
baby.
he likes to go play. He likes the buildings. He likes to fly on the airplane. He finds it exciting.
To fly on the airplane, then fly.
I'm sure he likes it that we eat out too, because
You can
all we
eat out
do-
anywhere. You can fly anywhere. There are buildings in other places. Chicago's 10 times cheaper.
Chicago's actually one of the ones that's on the future list. We want to do New York during Christmas to vibe, you know, after Thanksgiving. So get that little
We'll do a
Christmassy
follow
vibe.
up with him there.
Yes.
So
Early follow
obsessed
up.
with
Look
New
forward
York.
to it.
And we'll see how many times he's been in New York since then. Let me guess. It'll be like 3 more times by year's end at this rate. This is f***ing insane.
I hope so.
TSP deposit.
Oh, yes. I
What is
took
this?
a TSP loan. TSP is my retirement to pay for debt from going to New York.
It always stems. We are not able to have a conversational topic
Obsessed
here
with New
without it
York.
going to New York somehow.
That's kind of been
This
my
is
thing for the last
insane.
year, and I kind of let it get away from me. So.
Why don't you guys just move there?
If I could afford to, I would, but I only
You
make...
could afford to live in an outer borough.
Yeah, but I went to Queens. If I'm going to be in New York, I want to be in Manhattan.
Well, yeah, build up your career and do that.
I don't want... Yeah, but my pace
you don't wanna do that.
I know,
No,
like...
you would have to switch jobs.
Yeah, I
you
would
be in
definitely
the
have to
private
switch
sector.
jobs. Yeah. I don't know. Like, if I go to New York, I don't want to have to live somewhere like Queens or the Bronx. I want to live nice, you know, big.
Says the man from Mississippi. This dude is from Mississippi and he's trying to crap on the Bronx or Queens or Brooklyn. Are you serious, bro? Like, come on, bro. Like, those are a step up in many ways. And here's the thing, my guy, I cannot believe how many people want to live this nice, beautiful lifestyle, but they're not willing to put in the work. Like Caleb said, if you want to be able to live in Manhattan, you can. You can. That means you're going to have to make some changes when it comes to what you do for work. You're going to have to put yourself in a position where you can earn more money, where you can cover the cost of living somewhere more expensive, like Manhattan, if that's where you want to live. But guess what? When it comes down to, oh, I got to make a change. Oh, I got to do something different. No, I don't want to do that. You rather just continue to put yourself in debt instead of doing what it takes to actually build up your income. Increase your income. You can increase your savings. You can increase your discretionary income, allowing you to travel as many times as you want to New York or anywhere else and do it within a budget. Do it in a way where you can actually afford to do it. Do it in a way where you don't have to sacrifice planning for your future and your child's future. That's what a financially responsible adult does.
Apartment up in the sky, look out
Right,
over
so you
Central
never
Park.
will. Very good.
Yeah.
Because unless you build an incredible resume and then switch them, but I don't think you have any incentive to switch from your current job where you
doesn't.
are. So it's like, I don't think you're going to be doing anything. And it sounds like that's kind of the lifestyle you wish you had anyway.
Yeah.
So you have to sacrifice grind and then build up to that. And you don't
Facts.
get there by stealing from your child.
borrowing.
What?
Wow.
You haven't put anything back. I don't want to hear it. Is there an interest rate? Does the kid know about the loan?
Oh,
Does
no.
the kid know about the loan? Has he put an interest rate on it? Because he should.
No,
'Cause
I
right
figured
now
he was
he's losing
0%.
10%. Right now he's losing 10% that it should be going into the market, getting to about $40,000 by the time he heads off to college.
Yeah.
Okay?
I'll throw him a little interest there at the end.
No.
What?
No, I
It doesn't
don't
work that
believe
way.
you. I don't believe you because Because here's the thing, you borrow from your retirement to pay off debt, build it all the way back up. You do a debt consolidation or whatever, build it all the way back up, take from your kid, build it all the way back up. There is no way in any way whatsoever you would be able to give him interest or more if you even pay back at all, because all you're doing is endlessly you're just quadrupling your debt endlessly because you always transfer somewhere else and then build up the original debt, meaning you're endlessly doubling how much debt you have.
Yeah, as you can see, this guy just continues to put himself in a cycle of debt. And when you are trapped in a cycle of debt, unless you are willing to do something different than what you've been doing, you will stay stuck in that cycle. And that's what people just, for whatever reason, they just fail to acknowledge that. Like, you are not going to be able to change your future or what your current circumstance is in the present if you're not willing to make changes. You have to change the way that you save money, the way you spend money. You have to, even in some cases, change the job that you have if you want to earn more money. So this is a perfect example of, unfortunately, an adult who is prioritizing their own pleasure, not only where it hurts them financially by keeping them in a cycle of debt, but it's actually hindering their child because this person thinks that, oh, in the future, I'll just be able to, make everything that I didn't do, everything that I didn't prepare over the next 18 years of your child growing up, I'll be able to do it when it's time for them to go to college. And that's just wishful thinking. But let's just be honest. In reality, it's not going to happen.
Your child, because you are dedicated to homeschooling them, then you can't afford to. This is basic.
I can afford not to. It's worth any price to take care of my kid. If you have a kid one day, you might understand.
Yeah, and
Are you
guess
married
what?
yet?
I am not, but guess what?
that?
I've seen a lot of people on this show, and this is where you're headed, that you're so proud of for some reason, where their entire life, your kid is going to be on hold because their failure and joke of a dad, while they're trying to live their life, never did anything in their entire life, their dad's life. So all of a sudden, your kid has to put their life on hold to take care of their failure dad. That's where you're going. That's just a mathematical reality. I don't need to have had a kid to know that.
That's not going to happen.
Fuck you, that's not going to happen. Look at your finances now. You're in your mid-30s. You're acting like a 12-year-old. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. You're a baby. Shut up. What a joke. That's not going to happen. You don't know fucking anything.
That's not gonna
You're not even living life as an adult in 34. You couldn't successfully complete a marriage. You can't successfully complete holding a
I was
job.
married for 12 years.
And guess what? You're not. You couldn't successfully complete holding a job for more than 6 months. You couldn't work in a kitchen. You can't go and sit across a desk from someone without having to sit in a house for a week. You're a child. You're incapable of existing in this world and doing all this stuff that you want to do. And just like, by the way, your kid, you want to homeschool your kid. All this stuff that you are choosing is going to put you in a position where they're going to have to put their life on hold to take care of their joke of a dad. That is your choice. And it's honestly a disgusting choice.
Caleb is spot on. What I just shared in this clip and the one before it are two financially irresponsible fathers. And the reason why I wanted to share these clips is it is so important as men that we are financially responsible, especially when you have a family, when you have a wife, when you have a child or children that you have to provide for. Even in this second guy's case, right? He desires to homeschool his children, which is great. I think homeschooling is amazing, especially when you compare it to the public school system. However, if you are unable to afford to do that for your child, guess what? You can't give them the type of education that you want to because you, as a father, their father, didn't hold your weight. And when Caleb says that this man could not hold a job for more than 6 months, that's a problem. You got to figure out how you can either, one, find work that you enjoy, that you can stick with, and that can still provide for you and your family, or you need to just sacrifice what so many men do. They work jobs that if they had their choice, they wouldn't be working them. They don't love their job. In some cases, they hate their job, but they show up every single day. And some of them do back-breaking work in order to provide for themselves, their family, and their future. And if you as a man are unwilling to do that, then like Caleb said, you're a loser. You're a loser. And honestly, you're a disgrace. And honestly, you are somebody who needs to look in the mirror and seriously assess whether or not you want to continue to be a loser and somebody who your children honestly cannot look up to, because you cannot put them in a position to thrive financially because of your own bad choices. As men, that is totally unacceptable for us. No woman wants to be with a man like this. And I don't know this guy's personal situation, but I'm pretty sure his inability to provide financially for his family probably had a large part to do with his getting divorced. Because no woman is going to stick around and want to be with a man who can't hold a job for longer than 6 months, who can't provide for his family. Why would a woman want that? No woman should desire to be with a man that cannot provide for her, her children, and his self. That's crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I got more Caleb crash outs on the screen. You will see one if you want to keep this party rolling. I can't wait for you to come back. You already know you ain't got to subscribe, but when you're ready to join the family, you already know. Just do that, hit that button, and I'll look forward to you joining. But yo, if you want to share your thoughts on, anything that you saw here, feel free, pop it in the comments. I do respond back, and I look forward to catching you in the next one. I'm Jay. Until then, stay blessed.